This is Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. Let's talk records. It is January 1973 in Jamaica. Elton John and his band arrive ready to record their next album. Fresh off the success of Honky Chateau and Don't Shoot Me, I'm the Piano Player, they're at their peak. Inspired by the Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street, a raw, sprawling double album recorded in isolation, Elton wants to create his own masterpiece. After all, the Stones had recorded their latest, Goat Head Soup, the same way. But problems arose, first when they discovered that the studio equipment in Kingston was terrible, and second, that the political unrest was making things very tense. After just a few days, they ditched Jamaica entirely and headed to Chateau de Herville in France, a studio where they had already recorded their previous Honky Chateau. The move changed everything. In just 2 weeks, Elton, his band, and producer Gus Dutchin recorded an album that would become Elton John's magnum opus. Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, a rowdy rock anthem, was released as a single on June 29, 1973. It was a success, reaching number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. The title track of the upcoming album, released September 7, 1973, came out next. A reflection on leaving fame behind, Elton's longtime songwriting collaborator Bernie Taupin went on to say that it was partly autobiographical. It went even higher on the chart, peaking at number 2 in the US and number 6 in the UK. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John was released October 5th, 1973 on MCA Records. It was an instant success, hitting number 1 in the US for 8 weeks. Benny and the Jets was released February 4th, 1974. It was a huge hit, even though Elton did not want the song to be released as a single, believing it would not chart. It reached number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and even reached number 15 on the US Hot Soul Singles chart. Candle in the Wind was released in the UK February 22nd, 1974. It reached number 11 on the UK Singles chart. It became one of Elton's best-known songs. First about Marilyn Monroe, later written for Princess Diana in 1997. The 97 version shot to number 1 and the proceeds went to Diana, Princess of Wales Memorial Fund, benefiting many foundations that the princess support. Decades later, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road remains Elton John's defining masterpiece. An album that turned him from a star into a legend. With over 30 million copies sold, it is Elton's best-selling album, blending glam rock, ballads, and cinematic storytelling. It has been called one of the best albums of all time. Rolling Stone magazine ranked it number 91 on their 500 greatest albums of all time list in 2003 and 2012, going down to number 112 on the latest 2020 revisited list.